1, 2, 3, 4, counted Rochelle, bouncing on her toes in the sunny garden. She was 4 years old, with big, curious eyes and little black pigtails that bounced when she moved. Ready for an adventure? Chirped a voice beside her. It was her best friend, Benny Banana. He was a cheerful yellow banana with a big grin and little stick figure arms and legs. And don't forget me, squeaked a smaller voice. Sammy Strawberry rolled up, a bit wobbly on his tiny green legs. He was bright red, a little shy, and covered in the tiniest of freckly seeds. Today, Rochelle announced, putting her hands on her hips, we are going on an adventure to find the ant village. Mama said it's by the big red flower. Off they went, Rochelle leading the way, Benny bouncing beside her, and Sammy rolling carefully behind. The garden was a jungle of green. Giant blades of grass tickled Rochelle's legs. For Benny and Sammy, it was like pushing through a forest. Whoa, careful, Benny called out as he tripped over a small twig. Sammy giggled. You're not very good at walking, Benny. Just then, Rochelle stopped. Look, she whispered, pointing. There it was, a huge, bright red hibiscus flower, bigger than her head, and crawling all around its stem was a busy trail of tiny black ants. The ant village, Rochelle squealed with delight. They got down on their hands and knees to look closer. The ants were marching in a line, carrying tiny pieces of leaves and sparkly bits of sand. At the base of the flower, under a little stone, was a tiny hole. Ants were going in and out. It's a village with a tiny door, said Benny, pressing his face close. One ant, a little bigger than the rest, stopped and seemed to look right at them. It wiggled its antennae. Hello, Rochelle said softly. I'm Rochelle. This is Benny and Sammy. We came to see your village. The ant didn't answer, of course, but it scurried over to a tiny, shiny speck and pushed it towards them. It was a small, clear crystal. For us, Sammy asked, his shyness forgotten. The ant wiggled its antennae again, then rejoined the line. He's giving us a gift, Rochelle said, carefully picking up the tiny crystal. It sparkled in the sun. It's a welcome present to the ant village. Suddenly, the sky rumbled. A big, fluffy cloud had covered the sun. Plip-plop. A single drop of rain landed on Rochelle's nose. Oh no, cried Benny. Rain. We'll get wet. Another drop landed, then another. The ants started to scurry faster, disappearing into their tiny hole. We have to go, Rochelle said, scooping up Benny and gently placing Sammy on top of him. She tucked the tiny crystal safely into her pocket and ran for home as the first real shower of rain began to fall. They made it to Rochelle's front porch, giggling and out of breath. The rain pattered